Today we're going to be comparing Raleigh and Cary so that you can figure out which one might be the best place for you and your family. Stay tuned.
Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to the channel, or welcome back. I'm Zach. This is my beautiful wife, Cindy. Today, as Cindy said, we are going to be talking about the differences between Raleigh and Cary. If you notice a phone number below, that is our number. You can call, you can text it. We are local real estate brokers in the area. So as much as we love to do these videos, we also love to help you with your real estate needs. So feel free to reach out. But yeah, today, Raleigh versus Cary. So with that being said, let's dig in. All right, so as far as location goes, so if you're looking at a map, Cary is located directly to the west of Raleigh. It's right beside Raleigh, but it's directly to the west of it. Cindy and I were talking about, like, how do you describe where Raleigh is?
It's like where you tell people where everything else is.
Yeah, everything's always in relation to Raleigh. I don't know. just look at the map. I don't know. It's on there, but I know. I mean, so, but they're located very closely together, which is the point of the location. Is Raleigh and Cary are located very closely.
Yes, so. And they're both located within Wake County. So Wake County, houses Raleigh, of course, which is like the biggest part of Wake County. But you have Cary, probably the second biggest, and then several other little suburbs there. So we're just going to kind of compare these two because they are so close together, but they do have very different feels. Yeah,
and as far as the population size goes and the difference between Raleigh and Cary, so Raleigh is right at 470,000, so it's a significantly larger city than Cary. Cary is about 175,000, but Cary is a suburb of Raleigh, which is why there's that significant size difference.
Right, so. But compared to other suburbs of Raleigh, Cary probably is the largest of those with the population that high. So still has a lot to do within its own limits.
Yeah, absolutely.
So what people are probably mostly concerned about when shopping for a home is going to be the home price. So the difference in prices in Cary and Raleigh is pretty staggering, I would say. So in Raleigh, it's definitely going to come in less expensive, around about a little under $500,000 for your average home here in Raleigh. Whereas Cary, you're in the upper sixes. So big difference there. So I think a lot of the reasoning for that difference is Raleigh is so much bigger. So of course, you have more space and there's more diverse housing options here. You have condos and townhomes and things that can bring that price down, but then you also just have older developments and more developments, so there's more to choose from, and it kind of brings that price down a little bit. But in Cary, I feel like because it's a little bit smaller and there's a high demand because a lot of people want to live in Cary for different reasons that we'll get into in this video, the housing options aren't as diverse and you find a lot more pricey homes there.
And Cary, you're going to have more of a luxury feel in Cary, like consistent luxury feel. Where in Raleigh you can find that it's in different areas of Raleigh, but Cary as a whole, I mean, it's kind of luxury neighborhood after luxury neighborhood after luxury neighborhood. So it's a lot more common.
Yeah. So I think the overall feel of the neighborhoods and what makes Raleigh and Cary feel different from one another and why one might be better than the other for you. They're both amazing places to live. Both great places to have kids and have a family, and safe places to live in general. Cary was actually voted safest place in America this year, which is pretty cool.
It was, and Raleigh on that same study was 8th safest large city in the country, 29th safest total city in the country.
So still pretty good for the population size. So both great places to live, but I think the overall big difference is going to be Raleigh is going to have a city feel. It feels much more urban than Cary is. Cary feels like a suburb because that's what it is a suburb. So when you're in Raleigh, you've got museums, you've got a big sprawling downtown with restaurants and nightlife and, just tons of parks and things to do in Raleigh. Whereas in Cary, it's not that there's not anything to do and there's not any restaurants or shopping, but it's just a lot smaller. It's got, you have a little quaint little Hallmark downtown, whereas downtown Raleigh, you have skyscrapers and big businesses and things like that. So I think, if things that like culture is important to you, like having that cultural feel, visiting museums, seeing different exhibits pop up and stuff, like Raleigh's going to be a better fit for that. Whereas if you're just trying to find somewhere great and quiet to raise your family, and you like having, you know, just things being a little quieter, you know, your shopping is going to be a little more like less local feeling and more, you know, Target and stuff like that. And there's plenty of that also in Raleigh, but of course you get more of that like local boutique feel when you're downtown shopping in Raleigh. So I'd say that's going to be like your biggest difference is urban versus suburb life, for sure.
Yeah. But the beauty of the triangle, and what we always tell people, is you can live in one part and take advantage of what the other part offers. So if you like what Raleigh has to offer, but you prefer that suburb life, you can live in Cary and have a 20-minute drive to Raleigh, and vice versa, you know. And it just affords you the ability to get one lifestyle you want, but take advantage of what the other area has to offer with a very short drive.
Yeah. So just kind of talking about things to do and what makes the cities different, you know, both have great park systems. I will say just Wake County in general, so many great parks. But in Raleigh alone, there are over 200 parks, green spaces, public amenities. You know, that's going to include things like dog parks and rec centers and things like that. So it's not 200 playgrounds necessarily, but, you know, 200 different of those offerings, whereas Cary has about 50. So for the size of the town, I mean, it's pretty comparable because Cary's about a quarter of the size of Raleigh and has about a quarter of the amount of parks. I will say it's kind of funny, though. I was surprised when I saw that Raleigh had that many, because we always tell people when you're in Cary, you feel like you can't drive more than like a mile without seeing either a greenway trail or a park. The greenway trail system in Cary is like the shining star of Cary, I would say. Just amazing, because they've got these paved greenway trails that run all through the town, and a lot of them have access within neighborhoods themselves, so you can just take a walk and have this place to ride your bike or walk your dog, and it feels you know, safe and well maintained, so you don't have to like go riding on the road necessarily. And so that's really nice for families. You know, there are some greenways trail systems in Raleigh as well, but I don't feel like they're as encompassing as the ones in Cary are. It doesn't feel like it anyway. But great bigger playgrounds probably offered in Raleigh, but Cary still has amazing parks, and they're doing this new park downtown called the Downtown Cary Park, and it looks like it's going to be just absolutely amazing. So, you know, if you really like, both are very green, but I would say if like green spaces and trees is more important to you, I mean, you're going to find it in both, but I think it feels more prevalent in Cary because of that greenway trail system. Yeah.
You can also find it in pockets of Raleigh too.
Yeah, it exists in both.
Especially North Raleigh. North Raleigh's got a very green feel to it.
That's true. Yeah, for sure. Otherwise, like shopping, restaurants, things like that. Obviously, Cary can't really compare in the shopping and restaurant category to Raleigh just because of the size of it. But Raleigh has a lot of big shopping centers. Crabtree Valley Mall, North Hills is my favorite shopping center in Raleigh. It's like outdoor. It's really beautiful. Tons of restaurants and things to do, you know, and in the summer they do like this beach music thing on Thursday nights. It might have changed nights. I guess I shouldn't say it's definitely Thursday. It used to be.
That was like
we have kids
years.
now. We don't get
like
out
seven,
that much. Yeah. I don't know what night of the week it is now. But you know, they do a lot of like nightlife and things there. That's really fun. Just a beautiful shopping center. The homes around North Hills are really nice too.
They are beautiful.
Really beautiful homes. But you know, and there's other shopping centers around Raleigh too, Cameron Village, different things like that. But then you have the downtown shops. And in Cary, there's not as many offerings. There's still shopping there, but there is a new development in Cary called the Fenton, which is really cool. It's kind of like a miniature North Hills that feels, it's smaller, but it does feel a little more modern just because it was just made this year. So has more of a modern architectural style to it, but it's really cute too with some shopping and restaurants in the Fenton as well. So both have good options for shopping, but like Zach mentioned, if you live in Cary, it's not like you can't just easily drive 20 minutes to get to some of the shopping in Raleigh. But if you want to be like right there close to it, like Raleigh's going to have more options for restaurants and shopping. If
you like this video and you want to check out our other videos, we have quite a few videos on Cary, quite a few videos on Raleigh specifically, so feel free to check those out. If you have not subscribed, we'd love for you to subscribe to the channel, so make sure to hit that subscribe button in the corner. Like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, we put our number on the screen. So if you got questions about real estate, you're looking to buy or sell, questions about the area, feel free to reach out. We'd love to connect with you. But all that being said, thank you. Oh, and you can, I always forget, you can find us also on social media.
Yes, if you are an Instagram user, you can head over there and find us at The Honeycutt Realtors. Also on Facebook at that same tagline. handle, excuse me, not tagline. Or you can go to our website, honeycutrealtors.com, and we would love to connect with you and talk about buying or selling in the area or just general questions about the Raleigh-Durham area.
Yeah, exactly. If it looks cold, it is. This Friday is going to be 11 degrees. That is not normal here.
Yeah, it's like record lows this
I
week.
am dreading it. It's going to be terrible. But anyway, thanks so much for watching the video, and we will see y'all next time. My teeth are chattering.
It's chilly.